بما كنتم تكفرون وأما الذين ابيضت وجوههم ففي رحمة الله هم فيها خالدون تلك آيات الله نتلوها عليك بالحق وما الله يريد ظلما للعالمين ولله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وإلى الله ترجع الأمور كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس تأمرون بالمعروف وتنهون عن المنكر وتؤمنون بالله ولو آمن أهل الكتاب لكان خيرا لهم منهم المؤمنون وأكثرهم الفاسقون.
For beautiful verses and very accurate verses that counts on us today. Subhanallah, barakallahu, jazakallah khair. So all praise is due to Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. We begin by thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for these countless blessings and guidance that have made all our efforts and accomplishments possible. Whatever we have achieved is by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and whatever is to come will also be by His degree and wisdom, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our efforts and continue to bless us, inshallah. As a community, we are grateful for the strength, unity, and opportunities Allah has bestowed upon us over the past year. He has blessed us with the ability to work together, to support one another, and to strive for His pleasure. Every step we have taken and every success we have achieved is a reflection of His mercy and guidance, as with the help of everyone else. By the way, feel free, inshallah, to go have refreshment and come back anytime you want to. We're going to leave, if possible, the questions for later, because we want to go through this very quickly, and in the end, inshallah, we'll give you ample of time, inshallah, to ask questions, suggestions, whatever you want, inshallah. So the first one I would like to show is the amount of projects that we have done and achieved so far, inshallah. Well, as I said, with the will of Allah and the help of everybody else and the team of wonderful people that we have had. So the first one is the pavement or parking lot pavement improvement project. I'm just going to read it quickly, inshallah, and then we'll do it. Why was this project important? Safety first. The previous pavement had several cracks, potholes, and uneven surfaces, which posed risks for vehicles and pedestrians. Enhanced accessibility. The improved parking lot ensures ease of access, especially for the elderly and the families with children and individuals with disability. A better experience is a well-maintained parking lot reflects the community's commitment to excellence and hospitality. It creates a positive first impression for those who are visiting our mosques. That's concerning the parking lot. The next one, which we took a long time and we're still at it, by the way, is the rain and heat fix and improvement. As you know, our facility here has, it's okay, it's fine. As you know, our facility, our masjid has rain and heat.
Maybe we use the other one because
Okay.
this is having here in between.
So as you know, the masjid use rain and heat. What's rain and heat? It looks like a hose going all over the place underneath this one and underneath upstairs. So it heats up the whole place with water only. Water, but it's also heated by the gas and electricity both. So why is this important? The system repairs System repair and optimization. Identified and repaired issues The existing radiant heating system, including faulty components, especially during Fajr and the Isha prayer, loud noise. I don't know if you remember, about a year ago or something, we were having a lot of noise and the thing was not warming up either here or upstairs. And we looked around and we brought other plumbers who did not know about our system. So I had to look for somebody who's really specializes in radiant heat. And alhamdulillah, we found this company and they came and fixed it to us. But again, this is a project that needs a continuous maintenance that we did not have before. So inshallah, we are with this company. They will come and do their maintenance a yearly basis, inshallah, now on. So identify and repair issues with the existing radiant heating system, including faulty components, especially during Fajr and Isha prayer. As I said, we heard a loud noise. Community well-being. A well-heated space encourages participation in prayers and community events, even during the winter months. And we want everybody to be comfortable to come here and comfortable to have a special time for khushu' and worship, inshallah. So the future plan for plans for maintenance schedule regular maintenance checks before each winter, which we just did. In fact, they were here about 2 weeks ago, and I went with them the whole day. They spent about 4.5 hours. And we still have a small issue. We're not sure whether we're going to replace it or not, but I'm still monitoring the situation, and later on we'll see whether we need it or not. So he was telling me we might have a faulty manifold. They might come and change it, inshallah, because again, we have never had the maintenance for it, and the thing upstairs, they didn't even know about it. They came to the boiler room, but they didn't know that we have the manifolds here and upstairs. So we were looking at, we showed them the whole thing. Next one is, inshallah, to train staff to operate and monitor the system efficiency, because he was telling me that we need to bleed the system between now and then every time. So what sometimes they call it a bubbles, yes. With air bubbles, they go in there, and the system gets confused because, oh, it's working, but it's not warming up. So that's why the system doesn't get by itself. Organize a community fund for future repairs and upgrades. The next one, oh, let me check. Did I skip one?
Yeah.
Okay. The mouse is very sensitive. The next biggest project was also masjid elevator repair. And this, if you don't know, we have had a problem with it for the last 2 or 3 years. And we just kept getting penalties from Al-Nur, where we were trying to do our best to fix it, but we couldn't. The guy who came here, he came many times, but still couldn't fix it. So why is this project important? It's mainly regarding compliance. We know, alhamdulillah, we don't have many people to use it. We have 1 or 2 once in a while, but we still have to apply to the rules to Al-Nur and to Washington State. So Al-Nur's concerns and ensuring the masjid adheres to safety regulations was crucial to avoid further penalties and interruptions in services. So they give us penalties. If we don't pay the penalty, they give us also interest on it if we don't pay. So that's why we were obligated to follow the law. Accessibility, making the masjid accessible to everyone. And this is by law, we have to make our facility accessible to everyone with disability. The elevator breakdown, out of service for several months due to mechanical issues, as I mentioned previously. The compliance measures collaborated with Al-Nur to address all the violations and brought the elevator in full compliance with safety standard, alhamdulillah. So now we have also amended the elevator. We call it elevator, but basically it's a chair lift. You just lift the chair. And we have 2 different maintenance. We have an annual maintenance. It has been done every year, which we didn't know that just recently, the inspector told me. And we have also a 5-year inspection as well. They will bring, we did it now 2 years ago. It's good until 2027. And they bring a lot of weight and put it on it. And they keep going back up and down and see if it's resist or not. So alhamdulillah, it passed the test, and we're good for that until 2027. Repair and upgrade, replaced outdated component and conducted thorough testing to ensure long-term reliability. So we changed almost every single, what do you call it?
The circuit board?
Huh?
Circuit board?
Circuit board, barakallah. Yeah, we changed the circuit board, we changed batteries, we changed almost everything. So it's almost brand new, inshallah. The only thing, inshallah, if we can do in the future, maybe we can cover it to make sure that there is no water going into it. Restored accessibility. The elevator is now fully functional, alhamdulillah, and ensure ease of access for all worshippers, inshallah. So next one is downstairs painting project. As you can see in the picture, we took one weekend and we painted the whole place here, so that's why it's looking still nice, alhamdulillah. This was about a year ago. And this, we only bought the product that we needed. Alhamdulillah, a lot of volunteers, they came and did this all by themselves, jazakumullah khair, everyone who has been here and helped with that project. So aesthetic appeal over time, the walls in downstairs area had become worn with faded paint and visible signs of aging. So encouraging use of space, a fresh, clean look makes the area more inviting for regular use, including classes, meetings, and community gatherings, like this one. Uplifting environment, a well-maintained masjid reflects the community's love and care for the house of Allah and inspires a sense of pride and belonging. And as Muslims, we have to be always having high standards. Our things needs to be organized, clean, respect to everyone. So this is what we aim for all the time, inshallah. So community involvement, we painted the thing, renewed the space, increased the utilization. Now it's more used than before, and it's worn, alhamdulillah. And we repaired the cracks that there were everywhere. And that's about it for this one here. I'm trying to do it very quickly. Now, the outdoor lighting improvement project. Before, we did not have any lights by the entrance of the masjid, by the parking lot. So alhamdulillah, we got together and we did this project. And it was, by the way, this was donated by a few people. May Allah reward them, inshallah. It's a convenience of accessibility, easier for worshippers to navigate parking lot, walkways and entrances, even in the dark, inshallah. Maybe in the dark days. Safety and security deter trespassing and ensures a security environment for everyone. So we do have cameras. Cameras without lighting is not going to show anything, but with lighting, inshallah, it will show a lot of things. Installation of new lighting fixtures, motion sensor lights, welcoming atmosphere, beauty of our masjid. So the masjid looks, mashallah, as you can see in the picture. This was in summer. It looks a lot nicer, even with the moon up there. Mashallah. Installation of fans and upstairs for sisters. This project was mainly for the sisters. I heard some not complain, but they just wanted suggestions, so we did it, alhamdulillah. We bought 3 fans from Costco, and to enhance that, we also put in there air conditioning, so it was giving them cold and comfortable air, inshallah. So the upstairs area being enclosed and often crowded, which is very true. Our sisters are always crowded in there, and it makes it even hotter when it's dark that way. So it would become warm and uncomfortable, especially during the summer. So now we have better air circulation and making the space more comfortable for the sisters during prayers. Inshallah, it's true, sisters, right? Alhamdulillah. So commitment to ensuring that every member of community, including sisters, has a pleasant experience at our masjid. Long-standing request for sisters for better ventilation and comfort, inshallah. Our next project was the gazebo installation for community and guests. It was led by Brother Uthman, Jazakallah Khair, but it was paid by the masjid. Why was this project important? A space for community bonding, offers a shaded and comfortable area for socializing, informal gatherings, and family-friendly activities, foster a sense of togetherness, encouraging members to spend more time at the masjid and connect with one another. Convenience for guests and visitors, provides a welcoming space for visitors and guests to rest or wait during the events. Also, we threw in that play area for our kids that they can enjoy and have fun in the masjid. Our goal is to make our kids love the masjid and connected and attached to the masjid, inshallah. So may Allah, inshallah, make us reach that very important goal.
We were running up there.
They were-
Playing cat and football.
Oh, okay, guys, keep it down upstairs, inshallah. They can hear me. Okay, now the main thing that we spend, I think, the most money on this one is the old building upgrade. As you all know, it was deteriorating, it was getting down. A lot of things were getting bad and mold and all kinds of stuff. So we did a lot of things on the old masjid, inshallah. Why is this project important? It's to first to preserve the longevity for it, improve the facility for the imam, and make the old masjid looks good again. So, and we enhance the usability for community space. So what we have done so far, the exterior improvement, we replaced the roof and signed in all the sidings update. We also did the kitchen cabinets and the bathroom upgrades for the imam's house. A future one, inshallah, before Ramadan, we're planning to do this, is we're going to remove the carpet for the sisters and replace it with laminate floor, inshallah. And we're going to do the kitchen, inshallah. So it will be up to you after we do that, the kitchen. We're going to get you a fridge, a range, inshallah. We do the floor, and it will be up to you how you get it ready for Ramadan, inshallah. Roof leak repairs and moldy bathroom renovation. This was one of the most ugliest thing we had. And it was also a health concern and hazardous, so we had to work on it. And I give the credit to Muhammad Nur Jazallah Khair. He fixed it with Brother Ali. So we were having the leak, and somehow it didn't get detected because the door was closed. We didn't see it. All of a sudden, we saw the whole thing was moldy, so we had to replace the whole roof and fix the leak.
This is the old building, right?
This is here.
Here?
Yeah, this is here in the
Sister
bathroom,
bathroom.
the sister bathroom.
The sister bathroom.
Yeah, it was in that room over there. So persistent leaks were causing water damage to building interior, including ceilings and walls, leading to further crucial concern. There was a leak actually upstairs, and it was leaking downstairs, and we didn't know. We thought it was from the bathroom, but after we investigated the whole thing, it was coming from upstairs, and because it was a closed area, you cannot see. So we started looking at, as you can see in the picture, the molding area. The leaks pose a safety hazard during the rainy season and risk creating an unwelcoming environment in the masjid. So the downstairs bathroom had developed mold due to the water leakage and inadequate ventilation, creating health and hygiene concerns. This space is frequently used by community members during events and prayers, making it renovation a priority. So alhamdulillah, it's done now, it's clean. We ask all the brothers and sisters to keep a place always clean and organized. And if you see something on the floor, something not right, you don't need me, you don't need the brother Saeed or Nasir, just do it. If you cannot do it and you see it has a project, just tell me and tell Saeed, tell any of the members, and we'll take care of it, inshallah. But if we don't see it, we don't know about it, then we cannot do anything about it. So now clearing and decluttering the downstairs room. So there's a room over there, probably many people didn't know about it. It was filled of all kind of what you think is. It was a wonder of garbage. So we did one day, alhamdulillah, we cleaned it all up, inshallah. It's very clean now. The only thing, we do not have electricity on it. We tried to do it, we could not find the electrical problem that is done in there. We don't know what it is. So, but alhamdulillah, now it is kind of a storage room. We store the most precious stuff that they are not being in a good storage outside, so we put them inside. So while we did that, and we also made a, like we say here on the bottom picture, we put shelves on that storage room, and Ali did this Jazakallah khair. But this was due to, we were finding plates here, spoons there, cups here. There was no room. So when I asked, well, do we have this? Oh, we don't know. Do we have that? Oh, we don't know. So we decided I will do this, the shelves here, and alhamdulillah, everything is in this shelf now. So now, if we need something, we go in there. It's not in there, we go and buy it. We know it's not, we don't have it. So that's very successful project, inshallah, to organize our stuff. community project. Promoting cleanliness and organization. They like to decluttering, enhance the rooms cleanliness, and created more organized and welcoming environment. Alhamdulillah, it is a lot more organized now, inshallah. Hopefully it stays that way. Our next project was the ceiling lighting replacement project. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but the ceiling upstairs, we changed all the lighting. This was Abdurrahman did it with Al-Nur, Jazakumullah khair. And they worked on this one in one day, and from I think 10 o'clock at night until 4 o'clock in the morning. This is just to let you know that a lot of people behind the scene, they do a lot of work that you can see in the front that everything's going well. So when you see him, thank them and ask Allah to reward them, inshallah. Why was this project important? Because we haven't changed any light bulb in years, and not only that, there were like 3 of them all burned out. We could not reach them. We brought everything. They were too high of the ceiling, so we couldn't. So we decided to change everything. It's a lot nicer and reachable in a way now. So brighter lighting enhances the spiritual atmosphere and makes the masjid more inviting. Inshallah, it is more inviting. They are also energy efficient, upgraded to energy efficient lighting, and enhance the functionality. Proper lighting supports the diverse activities that take place in the masjid, inshallah, and it's looking magnificently nice. Now, the repair broken windows. This looks like bad, but it was a really big project. It was like that window you see there. It was all broken. And by itself, I believe it was like almost $1,200 just to repair one window. So, as I said, if something breaks, because this is an industrial building, everything is expensive, and especially there are some stuff that our brothers can do, volunteer, we don't have to worry about, we buy stuff and we do it ourselves. But a lot of things, we have to call the professionals, because once we call professionals, we get the warranty that if it breaks, we can call them back. That's why we don't want to do everything on our own. So things that can be done by our brothers, we do. Things that cannot do, we had like the radiant heat, like the elevator, these kind of things, the glass. So we couldn't do it ourselves, so we did a lot of them. We did this one and another one here in this building, and 3 different glasses on the old building. 3 different glasses. The old building, we did a good thing, because when we called the glass repair company, they were charging us a lot of money just to fix one of them. So we went to Home Depot, we got $200 each glass. Alhamdulillah, we got like 3 or 4. It's all clean now. Hopefully, we can keep it out of hand for the kids. Safety and security, post safety, yes, because he was posing risk. The kids were playing here and outside, so we were worried something happened, so we had to do it. The damaged window allowed draft, rain, and cold air to enter. Replacing the broken window restored the beauty of the masjid, and also it keeps us warm, and it keeps the water away, inshallah, too. It is the house of Allah. We all need to take good care of it. Other stuff that we have done, I don't want to go through here. So other notable upgrades and improvement, smaller but impactful initiative to enhance the functionality and experience at the masjid. So first we fixed the sound system. It was broken at one point, if you remember, and we were having trouble with the sound system. So we brought also a professional to do that, and now it's working like you see. Everything is working fine, inshallah. We did the carpet cleaning at least 2 or 3 times, especially, usually we do it after Ramadan, because it's used, overused, and abused in Ramadan. So it's perfect timing to do it right after Ramadan. We also did the Wi-Fi connectivity, we called Xfinity, and we fixed the Wi-Fi, so we have it upstairs and downstairs to make sure, because we use it a lot, to make sure people can use it. We also installed Muhid financial system, and that's helping us a lot, because people, as you can tell, a lot of cash is becoming obsolete now, so most people are paying with card and with online. So the Muhid system enable us, or enable people to pay us indirectly without seeing us or seeing them. And also we have another application, it's called Mambar. If you don't know about it, you don't have to use Muhid. You can use Muhid from a distance through Mambar application. So you can do that if you want. I'm sorry? Jazakumullah khair, inshallah. And this is mainly all the projects we have done so far. Let me see if I could. Yes, this is mainly all. We might have forgotten one here and there, but this is mainly what we have done in the last 3 years, which is a lot, which is, as you can see, a lot of things. And they all take energy, time, and money. Any questions about the facility in general? Yes.
Do you have an expenditure of all of these projects?
We do, yes, of course.
Is it transparent that you can share with us?
By the way, the financial statement is always upstairs. Any one of you can go and check it, and we make sure it's updated on a monthly basis. So it's all in there. Whatever you need, I can give you the.
Each project is separately tracked. So if you need to know like how much it cost for the payment, Wahaj can give you the number.
In a meeting like this, everybody should have a readout there that all
Yes,
these
I
projects.
think the next slides is for the financial reports.
Right, it's extremely good to see our achievement,
Right.
but at the same time, our achievement come with the cost.
Yes.
Right, and that would motivate us, okay, if we're going to make more achievement, then we need to donate a little bit more.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I can tell you, all these projects, I just saw it 2 days ago. All of them, they cost us about $93,000. So each one of them is separate, but the one that took the part of the elephants is the elevator, is also the rate and eat. Anything else, it was within our reach, but those two projects were the most expensive. Let me just,
And talking to Brother Azim's question,
yes,
a few months ago, some brother after Isha talked to Amir, and they asked about the financial question, and they're always posting that in the notice board. And I noticed, and we noticed that everything is up to date in the notice board. They have all expenditure and everything is posted in the lobby.
yeah, we're trying to be as transparent as we can. This is not our money, this is everybody's money. Every one of you has the full right to check, to see what we're doing at any time. And let me see, we're going to our, actually,
Kareem, question.
yes, sir.
Sister is asking.
Yes.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
I don't have a question, but actually I do. This is really great to know because sometimes we don't always make it here to know all the stuff that's happening. And
Yes.
really glad to see all the changes, especially the women's
Mhm.
side,
Yes,
because our Ramadan's been a little rough.
I know, well,
So
we
thank
do
you.
apologize for that.
Yeah, thank you so much. My other question is it like posted online? So I know like our community is big, and so when there's something broken or we're projecting something to cost a certain amount and we need a plumber, we
Yeah.
need this, is it on the website?
No.
List the project, so that way, if I know somebody, or I
Oh, I
can
see.
go contact someone, so let's say, oh, we need a new base mirror, we need this painted, and there's like projects on the website, right? And there might be people that we know that we can connect and say, hey, we need this for our masjid, or that kind of.
That's a great suggestion, yeah, thank you. Yeah, we don't post it. Usually, they tell us what's going on. We go investigate, assess the situation, evaluate what needs to be done, and then we go from there. Whether it needs a professional intervention, then we go for the professional intervention. If it's something that's small, like most of the stuff here, I said, there were kind of small project that we could do, then we do. We have other people here who are really good at doing stuff,
Yeah.
and it doesn't cost us any money. It would just cost us the product itself, and that's why we do it. But usually, I announce it on a Friday that, okay, we're doing this, we're fixing, and we also have a list of volunteers, that whenever there's something, we send to the volunteers that are on the list, and they usually are here first one. Yes, Mustafa?
I think what Sister Khurshida is suggesting is if we had a database of our community members who have certain skills and expertise, then anybody within the community, if they have something to be done,
Yes.
right, can contact those people, like the list you're talking about. If it was posted on the website as contact information for people to get things done. I know, I've had stuff that needed to be done, and I would ask around and finally get somebody. It would be great to have a database, and I know it's difficult because people getting information
Yes.
from people
I-
is a challenge.
I truly love the idea.
Yeah.
We thought about it too. We even thought about creating kind of a pamphlet that lists all the businesses that we have. The only reason why we didn't do it, we were worried about the liability issues because people will tell us, "Oh, you supported this, you sponsored them, and look what happened to us. This didn't go through." This is the only thing that we were worried, to tell you the truth. We didn't put it, but it would be great idea. This is actually not the board do it for you. You could do it on the WhatsApp group. Whoever has something, okay, I do. Like I see some people, they go, I am a painter. If you need paint, let me know. That's definitely totally fine, actually.
Yeah, like a mushy resource, but also just like on the website, if there's like, hey, if you wanna learn more about this project, and it can just be a brief overview of like, this is what needs to happen, this is the estimate cost, or we're waiting for it, so that way people can maybe be proactive in, being involved.
Okay.
Even like a donation too, like
Yeah.
if there's, hey, we're looking for kids' furniture or something like that, if it's something maybe posted, because sometimes we don't always make it on Fridays,
Yeah.
and so it'd be good to like, okay, let me check the group or the website.
A great suggestion. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll work on it, inshallah. Next time, maybe we should do that. Definitely, yes. Why not? This is actually, it will help all of us, inshallah. So yeah, we will do it, inshallah, in the future. Any other question? Yes, Rahman.
I know our masjid is not have, permit occupancy.
Mhm.
Where we have it.
We have it. We do have the permit. In fact, one of it was because of the elevator. We just got that one too. It expired in July, and we just got the renewal for it now. So we're okay in that extent. Yes, brother Said.
It's a maybe question and suggestion regarding the elevator. So is that something needs to be, as you said, reviewed or checked by the government if the elevator is working every 5 years and 2 years or something, right?
Yes.
And as you say that the cost of maintenance is high enough.
Yes.
Is there any way maybe that can be transferred in the project as a handicap accessible ramp,
yes.
instead of using the
Yes.
elevator, especially as you say that we don't use that as much as it's supposed to be used?
Yeah, we definitely looked into that and we researched it. In fact, I even talked to Azim. He can talk to you about it.
Yeah. One of the challenge of installing a ramp there or constructing a ramp is going to take up some real proprietary real estate from us, right? When I mean real estate, if you notice, I think you gotta do about 70 feet of ramp, and then you gotta do about 3 landings, right? So with that being said, if you notice that we are, in some of our prayers, right, we're using the front day for that. Well, number one is that you gotta look at this building here, right? When it was designed with certain amount of aesthetics, right? To marry the area around here. Right? So when you put that ramp, it's going to be a big hunky-dory thing. If you make it out of wood, if you make it out of aluminum, you make it out of concrete, that's the I would say that would look more like, it would undermine this beautiful building, right? So we talk about it. The real design was to hide the ramp some way, but we did not get to the real design, right? So we went to the lift, and so we got to, the lift is something very costly, right? The masjid knows about that because it got to go through a yearly certification, it got to go through yearly maintenance, then it got to go through a 5-year certification as being a conveyor system. So yes, I think the ramp pretty much is out for now. Does that answer your question?
Yes, and I was thinking, if you calculate and sum up the expenditure in the long run for the maintenance and the revision of the a yearly basis for the elevator, if we maybe spend the maybe a little costly project for the rent to make it suit more for the design of the masjid instead of making it bulky and
The ramp is definitely less costly because you build a ramp and you walk away, right? With the elevator, you gotta babysit it on a yearly basis, right? But for you to modify or to make a ramp to fit into it, to this building now, you don't have the space, you don't have the real estate. That's a challenge. And you know, we're growing, you know. Look at when the sisters that I watched last week, right? When the sisters then had to map around that gazebo there, you know. That is a prime real estate, you know, for the sisters. But, you know, we got to take into consideration, and I think all of us, right? But I mean, collectively, we got to look out for the sisters, and because we look for ourselves as being a nice place around here, and then you stuck, you know, the gazebo, a PlayStation, and then the sisters have this kind of hodgepodge over there. I think in time to come, I think the board will address that.
I see. Okay, it's not possible then, right?
Barakallahu feek, thank you. I don't know if I wasn't listening because, and also cosmetically, is going to be extended to outside, so it won't look good on the masjid from the front. So that's why it kept us in the limbo with that, what to do with it. But it's definitely on our radar. We're looking into all our suggestions on and how we can improve that, inshallah, in the future. And I charge Brother Azim to do that, inshallah. So you're on it, inshallah. So now, speaking of which, the financial report, yes. Oh, sorry.
Quick question. Federal income tax, what's the status of that? I know we're a nonprofit,
Yeah.
but are we in good standing in regards to that?
To tell you the truth, we don't know. We are hopefully, presumptively, we are in good stead because they never come to us. We know it's a non-profit organization. We are registered at the Department of State. Everything is good. We still have our certification, so everything is fine. The only thing, we have never been audited, and hopefully we won't, because usually they don't go to places like, and even if they come, we are open for it. We have all the financial report, our financial statement, so we're in a good standing.
The reason I ask is
Yes.
I'm looking at potential grant for the Islamic Stamp Olympiad, whatever that looks like, and they request for federal income tax return to kind of see the status of that.
Okay.
So I'm kind of probing on what that looks like, and maybe in the future looking at maybe possible grants. For
Sure,
it.
yeah, I love it. And if they tell you anything, or they request anything, please come to us, and our treasury will be happy to provide you with everything you need. Speaking of grants, I don't know if you guys know, we applied for, it's called the security grant, and we paid $10,000 for it, to write it, but we got $180,000 to do the security for our masjid. So we're going to do a lot of, inshallah, in the future. We're going to have a lot of professional camera installed professionally. We're going to have some kind of, what is it called?
Hardboard.
Yeah.
Hardboard door.
Yes, those they go up and down. You go down all the way, the car comes up, and if we don't, anybody want to come, they go up
For the
again.
barriers.
Huh?
The barriers.
Yes, the berries. And we're going to have a lot of security features that we're going to do, inshallah, very soon. So we're going to see how this goes. They even offered us to get another 200,000, but they said, okay, hold on, let me see this one, how it goes. If we like it, and we don't need anything, then we won't ask for it. But if we need more, then inshallah, we'll do with it, inshallah. So anyway, so let's go back to our financial statement like you asked. So this is from September. As you can see, donations by category. So we have funeral, we have annual fundraising down there, zakat, Islamic schools, support for refugees, Turkey and Syria, earthquake relief, membership dues, masjid donation, sadaqah, UNRWA, Gaza Fund, annual fundraising. Those are all small accounts that we have, and we hold separately to make sure each one is going where people ask for. As you can see, we have colors there. Like the $203 is the smaller there. That's actually for masjid donation. And zakat is after that for 298, and the other one is masjid donation 2,162, and the blue one is annual fundraising, that's to left from it, and the green one is a funeral that we have.
What does that mean,
Funeral,
When
it's
somebody
like
donated for the funeral purpose, so if we do an expense,
sometimes I go and wash the bodies. People donate 600 for the masjid. Or somebody dies, we all go and help them. They will go, okay, this is from us to the masjid. So they give specifically for that purpose.
donation,
Or say,
no,
yeah,
what you said is right.
exactly. So those, and this is one of the typical expenses that we see, monthly expense and type of expense. So like you can see here, this is for the month of September 2024. Power electricity bill was costing us $260.70. Garbage disposal 91. Water utilities 117. Operation maintenance property tax, that was 6,721. PayPal fee $60, which we don't have anymore. We took it off because it was not beneficial for us to keep it. Mohit, we spend 124, which is definitely worth to keep it because we get most of our money from it. Comcast is $269. The fire and safety, it's actually on yearly, we didn't put it there. Phone bill is 17, again, so the total was 7,660. And incoming cash flow from Mohit, we got 10,900, almost 11,000. That's why I said it's worth it. And the total was that much we collected, and net. Okay, and let's see this next one. And this is from October. Okay, almost the same thing again. So we can go to the next one. As you can see, the power went up because it's now cold. It went up to 529. The garbage disposal was 93. Water utility was 120. The operation and maintenance went up again to 8,896. PayPal 60. Mohit again. Comcast. I don't know where Comcast went up to 69. I think we did something with the internet. Huh? And funeral is the same because it didn't, they put it in there, it's there. So phone bill, 17. Old Masjid project was 28,905. Incoming was 10,586. As you can see, the net was minus 32,000 because we did some improvement in it.
So for the funeral,
Yes.
the expense there, was there a name, like a community member that passed away and we had the name and so we gave that?
I believe so, yes. I don't remember because I just know but that's what happened, I think. Because as you know, a lot of people when they die, normally the priority in Islam is they have their own money to pay. If they don't, then their family likes to pay. If they don't, then it comes to all Muslims, which is a masjid here. We do our best to help everyone, but again, we cannot help everyone because if people go to Masjid Al-Nur, they're helping everyone, so we won't keep up with anybody. So that's why we're just making sure to help the truly needy people, and we leave it to Allah, who knows. So again, here as you can see from Wahid, we also collected almost $10,000, and the net was not very bad here. It's only $323 as you can see in our graph here. It just fluctuates. So the main thing, we have done a lot of work between March and May. That's why you see a lot of activities there. But otherwise, it's kind of we keep it on the cruise control. Okay, here is the yearly income and expense and the net. So I'll go from January to December very quickly. December we don't have anything yet because we're in it. So January we got as income $94,000, and we spent 132. So and that's the net was minus 377. No, 37. I mean, yeah, 3,707. On February We got 106 and 16, and we spent 8,948. So net was plus 1,600. March we got as income the same like we did in February, 10,616. We spent 6,530, and the income, the net difference was 4,085 plus. As you can see, most of them are in the plus. And May, I don't know what happened. We got that much.
Ramadan.
Oh, Ramadan, yes, yes. 21,800, and we spent 11,436. So the net was also in plus. Well, alhamdulillah, 10,394. June, we had 8,700 in income. We spent 9,500, and it was in minus 782. July, the same thing. Net income, net difference was plus 4,397. August was also in the plus sign. September, October, it was both on minus sign, and including November. Those because we had done a lot of work, we brought a lot of people to fix a lot of things in here. That's why it was like that. But so far, we are on the plus sign again, which is with the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I was worried that we will be on zero, actually, tell you the truth. But alhamdulillah. So now, let's talk about how we can generate more money to our masjid. Because as you see, our masjid has a lot of expenses, and in order for our musallin, the people who come to pray, a lot of people, we find everything easy here, but if people are not helping, if people are not volunteering, if people are not especially paying, it would be really hard on us to keep going. Alhamdulillah, so far we are on the plus side, but later on we don't know. So our question to you is, we want to see what are your suggestions on how to get more members to our community who can also start paying membership. And the membership is only $35. I truly doubt it that people cannot pay $35. We pay for the Xfinity, we pay for Netflix, we pay for this, and they're more expensive. Even a coffee now at Starbucks or whatever, it costs almost $10 now. So, and I always say to my brothers and sisters that maybe this $35, wallahi, maybe this is the only investment that you're making in your life. Everything else we are spending. So I'm just coming to you, inshallah, to convince your brothers, your sisters, your friends to start paying as a membership. Membership is by family, but when we say by family, it's by household. It's not my dad is paying or my grandpa is paying, that means the whole family is paying. No, if you are married with your kids, you live in a separate house, that's a household. You need to pay the $35. Sister, I'm sorry, go ahead. And then I come to you, Rahman, because she had her hand before you. Yes.
I have two things about the financial statement.
Mhm.
So, is salaries included?
Yes.
Do we have
In the operation, yes, the salary of the imam
Oh,
is
the
included.
operation,
Yes,
okay,
yes,
okay.
thank you.
So it's 35, you said?
The membership?
Yeah.
Yes, per family, per household, I would mention, is only $35, yes. And we had the suggestion to raise it up to 40, and we didn't want to, because he said, if we raise it up to 40, that means we're punishing everybody else who's paying, instead of encouraging others who are not paying to reach out to us. So inshallah we do it now.
You can make option if someone who wants to pay.
Yeah, we said it. If you cannot pay 35, you can pay $20, you can pay whatever you can. So, and if you don't pay at all, let us know. Because if you cannot afford $35, that means you are in a poverty level. And we will be happy to help you from the north. And this is our aim also. We are not just operating just like that. We need to know who's in necessity in our community that we can help you. Because we are not here just to eat and drink, pray our prayers and go home. No, we have to care about everybody else. Yes. We are not maximizing. In fact, we have we are only getting 30% of all the people who live here. Only 30%. Can you imagine? That means 70% are not paying. Yes, Adnan first, I'm sorry. He had his hand.
How How many members, how many paying members do we have?
90 families. We have around 350 maybe families.
Easily.
Yes, easy, very easy. In fact, we counted them in Eid. We were like way more than 500 families. We had 1,000 people, yes, in Eid. We had more than 1,000 who came. And so we don't know whether they live here or they're coming from outside. But the people who come here on a regular basis, they should be totally in our. Yes, Saeed, I'm sorry.
Two things. The first regarding the members number. Can we, is that legal, or I don't know, is there any way we can go ahead and make a registration to see who are the members, actual members?
That's what we have in the membership process. When they come, they sign in, then we know. But if they don't sign in, we cannot know.
So is there any way we can just ask them or force them, or is there any way we can get the names and registration, whoever comes to the masjid in regular basis?
No,
I don't know the
the
legal.
only thing maybe you can put somebody where like a policeman and go to ask.
And another thing is, when I was in Texas in one of the masjids, and I was there in a few masjids, and they all have the card readers with a fixed amount which takes right away from your card. You don't have to go like in Mohit,
Yes.
choose, but it goes like slide in,
Yeah.
money gone.
That's what we do with Muhid. Muhid, you don't even to slide your thing. You just give it information and tell it. I do it myself. I just take it every month. I'm not even, I don't see it, it doesn't see it. Just keep going.
Right, but you have to give the information.
Yes,
you have
yes,
to
definitely,
go
yes.
to registration.
Of course.
But the card readers, what I'm talking about, it's like a cash machine. You go slide, or it's the insert the card and it takes money without any information. Even tap your card, it takes, for example, $20 or $10, and it's just posted on the card reader. It says this machine takes $10, another machine takes $20, another machine takes $50 or $100. It's just fixed amount. You tap, go, tap, go.
Yeah.
Is that expensive, something that to buy?
No,
that
I
kind
think
of
it should be done. Why not? But also, there are some people who probably don't give membership, but they give salary, which we are assuming, hopefully, inshallah. Yes, Ahmed.
So you say that we have 300 members?
At least. Very easy. 350, I would say.
90
Only 90 families pay, yes. No, that's what I'm saying, 30%. 30% are paying. Nasser, you want to say something?
Oh, I'm just gonna tell Saida. It's okay.
No, no,
I'm just gonna tell Saida, I think we do have the scan machine for the card. It's just different from what you're talking about. It's not specific to read $35. It's where we would have to tap $35. But we do have the scanner. So you just come tap, go, we put 35. That's it.
Personally, I am a really easy person. If it needs to be registered, I go register and tap and do a lot. But many people, they very lazy or very in hurry. They come, they have only 3 minutes, and they think that, oh, I'll do that later, and years pass by and they do that later, and never do that. But when you have a tap and go, it takes you just $10. They want to pay, but they don't have a tap.
Yeah.
So you're suggesting that we should specify an amount?
Yeah,
And give them different amounts?
If you put that kind of scanner and put the label on that, I'm not saying that it's gonna work 100%, but maybe we'll have some percentage of people who come to the masjid, they wanna do that, just tap and go.
We could do it with Mohit, definitely, it's doable, I think, because we already have Sadaqah, membership, Eid, for Ramadan fund, everything. Like Ramadan, we have it, like you push Ramadan, it gives you $100, that's it. So we can do that. Yes, give me the mic.
No, I'm fine. I can speak loud enough.
Okay, go for it.
Can I suggest we have at least one volunteer to be standing outside every Jummah,
Okay,
to take
Collect.
to collect membership,
Okay.
and
Membership.
maybe have a sign or something really big. Your membership here keeps this masjid running.
okay.
And they don't need to put in the amount or anything. The volunteer will do that for them. All they got to do is just slide the cards.
I think we can, out of a month, we can fix a specific Friday, maybe third Friday of the month or second Friday of the month, and then we'll say that this is a membership weekend. And then we do the membership, rather than doing it, every week. If we can at least do once in a month, then it may be, encouraging for people as a reminder that either they need to pay the membership or they need to become a member.
Okay.
And we can choose which day is more popular than,
Okay.
The other days.
And extending this Afzal's idea, and on that Juma, maybe we could pass the registration forms
Okay.
nicely,
Yeah.
like, hey,
Good, yes.
if you register.
Very good suggestion, yes, thank you. Yeah, we do that inshallah. Very good.
If we-
And also, I usually remind people the beginning of the month to pay your membership, pay your dues. But usually I think only the people who are paying is a reminder for them, not for the people who are not.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, sister, sorry.
I have, I was just wondering, I think those who have an abundance, can pay 35 or more monthly to kind of offset.
They already are.
Yeah.
People who can afford more are already paying
Right,
more.
right, and I don't think it's like a punishment thing. The first Friday, everybody gets paid usually. Most part, I'm assuming everybody gets paid around the first of the month, and then first Friday, we always do that amazing, community gathering and stuff, and so I've had people who've come to visit ask, hey, I wanna support the mosque, I want to contribute, I'm not Muslim, can I support? So, that's one of my questions I had. Can they just sign up? Can we have people that really want to support the mosque in that way, visitors or outside non-Muslim people do that? Because I think that's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, yes, why not?
Whether they wanna become a member or not, right?
It doesn't matter.
My other question is, do we have envelopes, when we have a lot of non-profit or there's the envelopes, you self-fill it out, because I think a lot of times we make assumptions that everybody is techie and they understand QR codes and, hey, go online and make a payment, right? So do we have something like that, that's an envelope that, hey, take it, bring it back this day, something like that?
No, we don't have it for registration, but for membership, but we do have it when we do the fundraising, yes. We can create an envelope exactly like that for specifically memberships.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then my other question is, do we have like a fundraising committee, or that if we want to join to become part of doing, putting together events outside of Ramadan, time frame? Because that's something I'm really interested in doing, and I also think that over the years, looking at our community, a lot of times, we're second generation, third generation, right? We're not come from generational wealth, because so many of us are supporting our families back home or somewhere else, right? So I also think it's an opportunity for outside funds and outside money to think outside the box than just here, you
Yes.
know? And so that's what I would be interested in trying to support. We have a cultural community center in Tumwater, and I would be happy to put something together if it's twice a year where people can learn. I mean, there's not a lot of masjid out here, and to put something like that together, I don't know if there's with the board, there's a fundraiser committee, because I know it's all volunteer,
Yes.
but I would be very interested in learning more about that or supporting to grow a fundraising committee.
Thank you, yes, very good idea. We do have a financial committee that's mainly, as you said, in Ramadan. We have the tech committee and the financial committee, we work together. And that's our main income, to tell you the truth, about the next month, the next year that's why we don't ask people for money when we have these kind of projects.
Yeah.
We just do them from what we already have. Well, if we run out and we exhaust all those income that we have, then we have to come back to the community. And sometimes, to tell you the truth, before we even say, we go, okay, we're planning on this, you go, oh, I have somebody who wants to give. And then one person will get, okay, I do the whole project by myself. So, alhamdulillah. But yeah, it is a wonderful idea. I think we should pursue it in the future. and why not we'll do 1 or 2 fundraising a year instead of one, and during beyond Ramadan, inshallah.
Yeah, and also like food always brings people together,
Yes.
so to, maybe we do a membership drive where a bunch of these amazing chefs that are here, you know, the sisters that cook all the delicious food, like if we were to do that, where people can come and they can eat, and then we really, like, their ticket is to really
Okay.
sign up
Yes.
and have different ways that people can sign up, so.
Okay. Thank you. Jazakallah khair, Sister Barakallah. Yes, sir.
So I have two things. One, sister, you asked about the grants and the non-profit status, right?
Yeah.
So Masjid can provide you the non-profit status. Masjid can give you the exemption from the IRS because they submitted all these documents to IRS in advance. So that's how they are acquiring this grant. So I think all the documents which you need, probably Wahaj have it, and he can provide it to you for the grant. Second thing was, as she mentioned, that I mean we can have, you know, the food drive, maybe if not possible every Friday, but whoever is, you know, putting a stall outside and then, you know, donating it to the masjid, that's another way for collecting a money.
As I said, we are a volunteer-based any project. So I would love for people to have the idea and get somebody to lead that project. I would love if anybody can lead that project. Yes, why not? Yes, Mustafa.
Yeah, I think, you know, this is just a question of responsibility, to be quite honest. And I think each one of us, right, within our extended family, knows people, right, who are coming to the masjid every Friday, every big event, but they are not paid.
Yes.
Right? I think it is our responsibility to pay and make this community work. Wallahi,
Yes.
there is absolutely no excuse. I don't think they need to be rewarded by being, you know, by all kinds of things. I think this is our responsibility as Muslims and as community members to devote just a fraction,
Yes,
just a
definitely.
small fraction of. There is no excuse. Really, this really makes me quite excited. So there is no excuse, you know. There is really no excuse.
Yes.
We don't need to be, you know, we're not kids. We're not a community of kids. That okay, you know, here's something that you can eat. Please pay. Please become a member. It should not be like that. We should all have responsible family members, and if they are not paying, right, we should encourage them to please pay. And each one of us knows people like that. So it's really our responsibility to reach out to them as board members, as community members, and encourage them to pay, because without that, right, we are not a community.
But I think there's
So
a
how
gap.
strong should
Yeah.
we
I think
encourage
there's
them
a
to be?
gap
I mean, you know,
between,
Louisville Slugger or?
I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, there's a gap between people not committed to doing it because they're feeling like they do not belong, right? So how do we get them to feel like they belong?
So-
How can we get them to be committed, right? So I think as a community, board members, engage community members here to really brainstorm and talk through what you're doing right now at a bigger scale, right? How do we really tap into people who could be supporting that are not supporting, and why not, right?
Thank you. I agree with you, Mustafa, 100%. I agree 100%. We could do it, but also I agree with her. However, I think we're doing our best to bring people in, and you are all witnessing that we bring some sheikhs to talk, we bring events to do. The only thing I think left for us to do is to go to their home and drag them. Come back here, come back to the masjid. So there is nothing else we can do. In fact, it hurts me. Sometimes it is painful to swallow, and I am very honest about this and truthful. It really hurts me that people live here around the masjid. The masjid is next door, yet they don't even come to pray Isha or Fajr or Maghrib or something. It's like, I've said it to my friends many times, it's like Allah told you, I come to your home. You don't even come two steps to the masjid to pray. These are the people we should really ask to come. We should work really hard on them to come. And if we start from them, I think everything else will be, inshallah, easy.
And I'm seeing from my perspective, right, the journey, my people.
Yeah.
You know, the community, where we were and where we're now, in the struggle, and it's a learning opportunity for all of us.
Yes.
And to really but I think, me, including myself, I've been asleep, and I just woke up, and I'm like, oh, I'm an adult, right? It's like, I have to do something now. And, my parents created this community with a legacy of wanting it to grow. And I don't think we're doing a good job, pulling the younger generation to be at our level so that we can move together. I think there's a gap.
Definitely.
We need to fix that, whatever that looks like. And I don't know the answer. I just know there's a problem.
I agree with you, definitely. And may Allah have mercy on your parents, both of them. We love them both. May Allah have mercy, inshallah. Yes,
You know, we've also, every third Friday of each month, we've had our community potlucks,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
We've invited some great speakers, but, you know, the attendance from the community has been dismal, you know? I think those people who have attended have gone back with a great deal of value,
Yes.
but people don't attend.
Yeah.
I mean, even board members are not attending.
Yeah.
So I think it's a matter of community spirit that is lacking. I think it starts from leadership and downwards
Yes.
as well. So
And I would love to hear your suggestions on how to attract other people to come and how to entice them to come and how to encourage them to come and to become not just a member of our community but an involved member of our community. Yes, but I mean,
Just a quick this is a success story, inshallah. We can all copy and paste. That message is very powerful. 300 or 500 family, but only 70
Yes.
to 90 are paying members. So whenever we do this membership drive, we always say that number.
yeah,
That hurts the people. So in my small community, I'm from Bangladesh, Southeast Asia, we have quite a few population increase within last 6 months. So our drive is, we heard that last time when you mentioned about the vote.
yes,
So we mentioned it to our group, and immediately 2 people signed up. They're living here for a long time. And our target is to make 100%, inshallah, within 2-3 months. So there are other communities like the,
yes,
Arab community, Pakistani community, Arab or African community. If each member can, those who have the connection,
yeah,
we can talk to our friends and family, and then what Brother Mustafa said, we should do that. Inshallah, within 6 months, we should have more, double. That
Yes.
is our target. Let's do that.
Jazakallah khair. Yeah, and speaking of which, I even know people who don't even come to the masjid. They are from other masjid and they pay membership in our masjid, believe it or not. And they don't even come here. Yes, Azim, I'm sorry.
So Sheikh, according to your financial statement, right? I think we're doing good because we're not in the negative.
Alhamdulillah, yes.
And regardless, only 30% is paying, so
Yes.
we're doing good, right?
Alhamdulillah, so far so
And
good.
the
Yes.
root of the problem is 70% of the members,
Yes,
70% of the people who we claim as being member is paying. So we know that's the root of the problem, right? Sister suggested that that we should find another way of generating dollars.
Exactly, yes. We
Right?
talked about
So I
it.
think we should listen to the sister, we should generate dollars, right? And try, and let the 70% know because of the 70% is paying, we are working on this idea here to match that 70%. You gotta be very, put it over in a very pleasant way, right? But it should touch somewhere inside here for us, right? Because the bottom line, if you don't solve inside here for your $35, it would never come up.
Definitely.
So we have to find a way how to solve inside here for the 70%.
Definitely. Yes,
But
I agree
just
with
to
you.
add, like, we are, neck to neck, like how much we are getting, we are doing the expenditure of that month. So any month, if something like COVID hit again, all the things will go down. Because from that point, you will see a decline in the membership, you will see a decline in the donation. Right now, it's looking all good because people are coming to the masjid, they are paying the expenses, but those type of things. So we are right now just doing a break even. Like, 6,000 is left over in the month of December is not much. 6,000 will definitely go somewhere where you may not think that, oh, this thing is broken, that thing is broken, and the money is gone. So we are at a break-even point right now. I think the effort which we are trying to put is to increase that number so that there is a sustainability for long time.
So,
Thank you, yes. Yes.
so there is a thing called emergency fundraiser, right? We should
should exercise that a little bit.
Yeah, if we
Right?
do- that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, because-
We are doing good because, alhamdulillah, wa shukrulillah, nothing major happened. But if something happened major, we are not going to be able to afford. We will have to come back to the community or get some another way to generate income for that specific. Hopefully, inshallah, it will never happen. But if it happens, we're not ready for it.
It shouldn't.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I remember having, when Imam Sophian was our imam, having a couple of these conversations, right? And we get all excited and we talk. What I really would like to see for our community is to feed this energy that we have right now and to be able to figure out, at least for the new year, what are some tangible action items that we can all walk away from, that we can all be accountable and support each other. So for example, the first Friday that's coming up, right? I haven't talked to my husband yet, but like the meals that we've done before where we donated to the masjid, right? If we're able to do something like that consistently and have some folks that are able to have the envelopes or, you know, have some folks that are able to take payments, right? And it was really smart, I forgot what it was. The first Friday to kick off like the new year, to say this is to, you know, to grow our membership. The other thing is on the Fridays that we're here, that we usually ask maybe towards the end, but what you're talking about, we have to tell that story, right? Of like that 70% is missing and it's hurting us. And so what if we're able to tell that story, you know, at the beginning and then at the end, you know, hey, there's some people that are dedicated that Friday for the sisters and the brothers to be able to say, hey, we're looking to increase our membership by 20 people this Friday or 30 people, whatever our number is. And that we have people that are on standby, ready to be able to take in the membership while we're also be able to sell the food, to do something consistently and say that's really to sell the food, to bring money for the masjid, but also we want people, we're passing out,
Yes.
you know, envelope or whatever for people to make donation.
And to add on to this, maybe we should do this not only first Friday or just one Friday, maybe for some time, for a couple of months, or maybe for a few months, we'll have to do that. We have to think about the attendance. The only attendance we have on the Friday, Jum'ah prayers and Ramadan time. So maybe we should take advantage of that, and as Sister Hushida said, or our brother said, not towards the end of the khutbah mention that, but at the beginning, when khushu is high, everybody there waiting for Imam, and take 2 minutes and put the right wording. My English is not good. Maybe someone has maybe khatibs or maybe somebody else can choose the right words that can get into the people and make it easy to understand. And use that every Friday at the beginning of the khutbah until we get the results. Because as there is I don't know how to say that in English, I'm just translating that from Russian. The drop is making a hole in the stone, not by the power, but by the repetition. So if we keep doing that every Friday, maybe we'll have some result, but if we don't, then I don't know, it's just Allah.
Can I add to that too? So in the culture that we live in, right, when we pay a dues, like I pay a gym membership, right? So the gym membership, I'm expecting something in return, and so here you go. I'm just gonna open it. So along with the beginning of before the khutbah, right? If we're able to say, you know, because I know there's classes that are offered here, I think that maybe there's some of the disconnection is the masjid becomes to a lot of people transactional. I'm just going to do this one thing, pray and leave and be done.
Yeah.
Right? But if they see that, even if they're first timers or they're coming, that there's programs for children. Every third Friday is the potluck, and we're able to drive the impact of how much we need this place to belong for our community. If that's important to them, these are the offerings that we provide here and the benefits, and that's why we're doing this membership to increase the 70% that's missing. So, yeah.
Yeah. Mustafa and then your sister.
I'm gonna add on to the sisters that we need to get the youth involved in this because we're lacking the youth involved.
Yeah.
And if youth involved ends, I believe that this community will be rising up like back in the day. We used to have the bands and then programs going on, but now it seems to be lacking.
But that's what I said. We do have programs. We always have volunteers running this program, like Saeed here and other brothers. We do have, but those kids, they don't come. I see just specific kids have they come, others they don't come, and I don't understand it.
Yeah.
We are doing our best on that, so.
Right, let's maybe think of, outside the box and encouraging and making, as a mother, and I'm seeing a son who's with me, and I'm trying to encourage him to come. However, it just, quiet,
Yeah.
so I would love to have this collaborations with the youth.
Inshallah. Exactly. You're not alone, by the way. All the kids are your way. So they go away, but they will come in the end. But we need them now, inshallah, to do something. Yes, but sorry.
To pivot off what Sister Khurshidah's kind of idea, we've got to have a carrot,
Yes.
right? That people, a vision that people can see. Okay, by becoming a member, right? This is what I will get in return, and it's not just the Friday football,
Yeah.
right? It needs to be more than that. I think if we had the means, right, beyond the threshold that we're playing with, yeah, we could invite speakers to address the community, pay for them. We could send our imam for, training of all kinds, etc., counseling and things like that. And as far as raising funds is concerned, if we can have a chart, right, to say, okay, this is our objective, right, and every Friday, people can fill in their names as we go, further and further up, like a thermometer on where we want to be, and people just fill in their name and the amount, name and amount, and one by one, yeah, we can reach our goal. So,
Inshallah, yeah. Those are all great ideas. We just need people to apply them. Yes.
So here's
Actually, I'm sorry, Othman was before.
okay, let's let you go first.
I think the problem, I think we have to ask, what is the problem about, what we have right now. I still go back to the membership. 300 family, only 90 people just pay. I think that's the problem right there. That means we lack a lot of, of unity. So we have to find the solution on this. Whatever, you can. Other than that, I think it's going to go along with this, if we can solve this problem.
Can we create a committee, membership committee, and have some people sit in there, and then that's all their focus, right? Maybe activities, get people in, like that carrot, right? Something to engage the community, whether it's the youth, whether it's people of my generation, people older. I think there's just a disconnect,
Yes.
So
and
why
I
don't-
don't know what that is.
I'm sorry. Why don't we create a committee for this particular financial, for example,
I think one easy thing which we can do is that whoever a member present here, make sure that by January or February, we'll bring one member who is not a member right now,
Yeah.
and kind of a recurring member.
Yes.
Not like a one-time who paid it, kind of a recurring member, and become a buddy of that particular person. So that you are connected to the masjid, being a member and coming regularly to the masjid, and that other person, you make sure that he can eye as a buddy and then, bring him for the events, bring him for the prayers, and then, just made a connection.
Yeah.
Once that person has a connection, then we can let that person bring another person. It's kind of a chain, because you know that who is paying, who is not paying in your close friend circle, right? So
And the best course of action for now is each one of you talk to your friends, talk to your families, talk to your brothers, your sisters. Say, look, this masjid belongs to all of us. We should all contribute into it. And that way we're all united, inshallah, all the time. It will be beneficial to the masjid, beneficial to you, because as I said, the money you give to masjid is called sadaqah jariyah. It is a continuous charity that even if you die, in fact, we have a person here who used to pay the membership and he died. The membership was going after that. We asked his family, said, no, just keep it. Can you believe how much reward he's getting in his grave while he's dead? So this is the kind of things that we should focus on more than anything else. That I am going to die tomorrow, after tomorrow, who knows? But the only thing, wallahi, that's going to help you in this dunya and in your grave is this kind of continuous charity, inshallah. So if you take it upon yourself, I'm going to make sure, do my best to bring my family back to at least membership. And then from the membership, they can come to the community events that we have, which is a potluck, which is somebody is a speaker or something. And that's how, in fact, it's like that's how you start a reflex. You start slowly, it's hard, then slowly it's hard, then it gets easier, and it becomes automatic after that. It will become very automatic. So if we can do that, that's a big accomplishment. If each one of us could take it upon themselves, I'm going to bring at least one person, and then we'll go from there, inshallah. I am so sorry, Sheikh, you had something to say.
Just something very short to add. For encouraging the member of the masjid, the people who are supporting the masjid consistently. So I have a suggestion to, in a gathering like this, so we can mention the names of the people who are consistently supporting the masjid and making some dua for them. So when we mention their name, from لم يشكر الناس لم يشكر الله. So we can mention their name, making some dua for them and for their family and for their kids, and that's kind of encouragement to them and to others to come and to support the masjid as well. And we can make dua for all of them and all the community after that, but special dua for the people who are supporting the masjid to keep it up, and this operation.
I think, just to pivot off that, I think the khatib during Friday, right? If you can just mention that, there is 30% of people who are paying, right? But there are 70% who are not getting the benefit. Yeah. Just encourage them from the pulpit makes a big difference, I think. Besides, reminders.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Something come to my thought. I don't know if it's possible. We are thinking all our community, but as a non-profit organization, right? We are non-profit, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Are we able to ask money to a state or city? I'm just curious, and also like when we have a Eid celebration or something big, we can ask, for example, maybe Twin Star Bank, hey, we're gonna do Eid celebration, you guys want to donate some money? Is that possible? I don't know,
It's possible to do it with the private businesses. We can ask them directly. They have the right to either accept or refuse. But I don't think there is anything with the government except what she said earlier. Grants there are already, because the government works with budget. So they put this money here and they leave it for other people to ask for it. So, and sometimes it is specific for a religious non-profit organization. And those what we fit in. But if we don't know about it, we cannot ask about it. This is a really good idea. But like she said earlier, sometimes the money there, and they show it. They said, okay, this is money for a non-profit organization or a religious organization. Would you like it? That's definitely, we say yes, of course, why not? So, but other than that, I have no knowledge that they just ask the city and they give it to you.
Yeah,
Yes.
grants or non-religious affiliated.
Yeah.
They don't want to support religion.
Exactly.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
So here's the suggestion, sir. So, we tried, right?
we try here, we do our best, we know who's paying is paying, alhamdulillah, right?
I can bet you, most of you here are paid.
Most people who come into this number, they're all paid, I can tell you. Because they're here all the time.
So the suggestion is, you know, look,
Exactly.
around here, we miss our youths, right?
Yes.
So let's empower our youth, right, to form a community, a membership community, right? To start
Community or community?
a committee, right? So, like this, right, okay, if you're a youth, male or female, and you start to work, right, you're paying a membership, right? I think if we inculcate that kind of behavior in them, when they grow as old as we, that $35 is going to be here, you know, for the whole year, as they want.
We should unionize.
And just to let you know, in fact, the Christian, they do that a lot. The Christian, in every church, they will have, and they must pay 10% of their salary, not 35%. If you make $1 million, you pay $100,000 a month. That's how they are committed to their Christianity, their church, whatever. But here, they excuse us. Huh?
We should do that here as well.
We should, yes.
But I think, but what I'm saying is that, you know, we got youths coming up, right, from classes, and they come to middle school, high school, right? You start to groom them into the theory, okay, when you go and get a job outside there, you will start off your $35 because that's you. No, I tell you what, you know, if we train them like that, right, we are not going to, this masjid is going to have surplus. Instead of 6,000, might be 6,000 times 10 in surplus we'll have. Because we'll get more than that 70% that is paid.
That is very true what you said, brother, because it's all the parents. If they see the parents are committed, the parents are involved, the parents are paying, wallahi, the kids, they found no difficulty in doing the same thing. But sometimes the parents are, oh, you know what, oh, this, oh, that, so already it's hurting the
right,
kids.
the 70% already
Yes.
have that mentality of care,
Yep.
you know, I'm going to do what I'm going to do.
Yep.
Right, but if we train the youngsters then, right, that, hey, you know, you're coming to this masjid, this is a place for you for tomorrow and next year and in the future, right?
Yes.
That, watch this place for us.
Yep, yep.
Simple as that.
Yes, Abdul. Then I'll come to you, sister.
So, I mean, we are paying $35 per month from last probably 10 years or
Yes.
8 years.
Yes.
So, but the bills which we are getting has an increase
Inflation.
of 5 to 10% from last 10 years. Whether it is a water bill, sewer bill, electricity bill, you see there is a variation from last 8 years that the price went up.
Because of
But-
inflation, yes.
Yeah, but the membership price stuck
Still
to
the same.
the same. So
Yep.
can we have as a community discussion about raising that number to little bit more?
I don't have any objection about that, but again, as I said, we discussed it with our board members, and most of us agreed that this is kind of a punishment again to those who are not paying. I mean, to those who are paying. And it's encouragement for those, oh, don't worry, don't pay. Our people here are paying, and then adding more people. So for instance, just
I think we should first increase our membership
Yes,
and
and then
increase the
then
number of
membership.
people.
yes,
and
then,
not like
Yes.
then we'll have a lot.
Abdul can pay 40.
No, I'm paying 50, don't worry
Alhamdulillah,
about it.
jazakallah. Yeah, a lot of people are paying more than 35.
Anybody
Yes.
drive Tesla should pay more.
Yes, sister.
Kept talking about the pumps.
I just want to say, thank
You know,
you.
Mr.
This
Yes.
is,
She's talking.
very good communication, and I like your idea about seeing like, you know, increase, seeing how many members, if there's a way to do that.
Yeah,
You know, hey, we have 10 members, but we'll say it's January, the first Friday, I want us to